guys, it's Jen, and I guess this is going to be for the first time my November and December favorites technically, because as you guys know, I am pregnant. So these are my last 2 months favorites that I really hope you guys are going to enjoy, so let's go ahead and hop into it. So because of the pregnancy, I of course in the first trimester wanted to be uber careful about what kind of foundations and products I was using on my skin. So I ended up using a lot more mineral foundation than I have in the last several months. This is the bareMinerals Original Foundation, which you guys know I've loved for a super duper long time. In fact, I have a couple of videos about how to apply it and such that if you guys want to see that, I'll link it over here and down below. But I have loved the bareMinerals or just mineral makeup in general for, gosh, I don't know, since the beginning of when I started wearing makeup, so maybe like almost a decade. And the shade that I use in bareMinerals is medium beige. I feel like it's a pretty good match for my skin, more so in the summer than the winter, but in the winter time, I can generally still get away with the same shade. It's just, if I pile on too much in one area, you might see a darker patch, but if I put it on pretty evenly, it's just fine. It just gives a really nice natural everyday finish, and because I also really broke out a lot in the first trimester, it helped calm my acne down. So if anything, it didn't make my skin worse, and going into the second trimester, I'm sure I'm going to be using this much more. My next favorite is the successor to, of course, my previous favorite Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This is the Chocolate Bonbons palette. As you can see, the whole thing is pink and it's a little bit thinner and more compact. But what I love about this is the shadows are just a little bit on the pinker side. I really, for some reason, have been very into pink eyeshadows lately. I think it's because it's a big spring trend to have a lot of like pinky peachy tones for spring. I know it's still winter, makeup runs 1 or 2 seasons ahead, so it's just already on my mind, but I've been loving it. I'm wearing it on my eyes today, and I just like how extra feminine and soft pink eyeshadow looks. So if you guys want me to do a tutorial on how to pull off pink eyeshadow, let me know that, because I know it can be a little bit daunting, because it can seem like you're sick or just feeling quite bruised around the eye, which is not a cute look, but there is a way to pull it off where you do look bright and fresh and more youthful. I've been loving basically trying out all of the different colors, but I'm especially super obsessed with this reddish brown matte shade because it just works as the perfect outer crease color. Again, the texture is amazing, it goes on really beautifully, and I've been grabbing it like basically every single day. My next favorite is another face product that you guys might recognize from a couple videos ago. This is my obsession right now. This is the Burberry Holiday Gold Glow Luminising Powder, and this is just like my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I have not fallen so hard for a highlighter in such a long time. I just didn't expect to love it as much as I do, because when you look at it in the pan, it looks a bit dusty gold. It doesn't look really bright, and I wasn't sure if it would really pop off of my skin tone, but I was completely wrong. This is the perfect shade for my medium skin tone, which I find some really light highlighters tend to look a little bit ashy, whereas some dark ones just don't really pop on my skin. But this color just looks so golden and beautiful and luminescent. It just looks really healthy, and it's actually the kind of highlight where when I wear it, other people actually notice and say that I look really beautiful and glowing. And that is the best compliment ever. My next favorite this month is a product I've been using for a super long time. Unfortunately, I'm wondering if the Eyeko Skinny Liquid Eyeliner isn't sold at Sephora anymore. I'm really sad about that. If that's the case, I kind of switch between 3 main ones that I love. This one, which is Eyeko Skinny. I also love the Stila Stay All Day, and then I also use the Kat Von D Tattoo Eyeliner. But I decided to go out of the Kat Von D rotation because that one has a little bit of a shine when you apply it. You know what I mean? It's not like the matte black color, which I like the most, especially because I use false lashes, and I feel like with a matte black, it kind of hides the lash band a little bit nicer. So this is one of my favorites. It's just a long time favorite. I grabbed a new box that I had already been having around for a while, and it's just as amazing as I remember. If you have monolids especially, it's way easier to apply this than just about any other kind of eyeliner. So I have a couple of lip favorites this month. I'm gonna start off with my lip balm that I've been using. One of the unexpected side effects from pregnancy that I found is being thirsty like all the time. And when I wake up in the mornings, my lips just feel super dry and chapped and dehydrated. So on top of drinking tons and tons of more water, I've been using the Fresh Sugar Nourishing Lip Balm Advanced Therapy. It's in a tub like this, and it's just been working really well to hydrate my lips. It has a slight mintiness to it, but not like Cowlneck style where you feel like your lips are getting the life sucked out of them because it's so intense. It's just a nice hint of cooling sensation, but mainly it's just really moisturizing, and I feel like it's helped bring my lips back to normal. My next lip favorite is another product from Burberry. I have been really loving their lip glosses. I'm wearing this one today, and the one thing that I like about this particular shade, which is Military Red from the Burberry Kisses gloss line, is that it's quite opaque. I don't always want to have like the high maintenance of wearing a full-on super bold bright holiday lip, and so over the last few weeks, especially the holiday season, I've been grabbing this instead and just basically wearing this on its own because it's still pigmented enough that it comes across as being a red lip, but because it's a gloss, it just is a lot more forgiving. It's a little bit sheer, and it still has a little bit more of a casual feel, so you still get that holiday red pop of color, but it's not quite so intense as having a full-on matte vampy red lip. I feel like it's quite hydrating on the lips. It doesn't make them peel or feel weird, and there's no yucky smells, and there's no like glitter. It's just a really beautiful, basic red lip that you can pull off on kind of more of an everyday basis. So that's why I've been really enjoying that, because I swear my routine right now is like so low maintenance, and this works perfectly for that. Finally, my last favorite, I'm gonna hop back around and talk about another moisturizing product. This is a big daddy of hand creams. You guys know that I have really loved the L'Occitane hand creams for a really long time, and so I had to pull out my super giant mega size 150 ml container, and it's been really saving my hands because, again, I'm gonna pull that pregnancy card from here on out for the next 6 months. I have been washing my hands a ton because I go pee a ton, and this has been rescuing my hands so much because my hands just always feel dry. Drinking water all the time, peeing a lot more, washing my hands a lot more, gotta moisturize a lot more. So hopefully this will last me a good long while because it's pretty big and you really do not need very much for it to go a very long way. I will say it leaves a little bit of like a greasy, oily film on my hands, but on the other hand, it does seem to last a lot longer, so it just kind of depends on how you need your hand cream to work, because I feel like the ones that are more emollient like this, they're more effective, but you do have to give it a little more time to sink in. So I guess that's about it for this month's favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, I would so appreciate if you would hit the thumbs up on the video, and if you enjoyed this and want to see more, then definitely I would love it if you would also subscribe to this channel. This is Jen, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye! The most amazing thing I got for Christmas this year is a baby! I'm pregnant!